Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of the G&A podcast. I am the warm wind of Saga, or merely just a fart, Jubidu.
And I'm the lucky Zodiac member who bangs the mom and the daughter, Sobroni.
That was too much.
Too soon.
Too much.
Too soon.
That was too much. That was completely too much. Uncalled for. I already want this clip. Thank you guys so much for coming. This has been another episode of the G&A podcast. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to the G&A podcast, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Drew?
I'm doing okay. Allergies still suck, but sucking a lot less. My heater is completely been possessed. I don't know by what, because I literally said, I'm feeling a little nippy. Let me turn it up by 1 degree. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm kind of sweating. I feel a little comfortable. I tell this to Oni as I'm about to so I go downstairs and turn it down, and it's at 72 degrees. And I'm like, why are you at 72 degrees? I said go up 1. Why'd you go up 3? What the heck?
Well,
so
possessed heater.
It's always something with this house. But anyways, we're here. I'm queer, and we're gonna make it through somehow. So that being said, let's start with our news segment this week in anime. According to Anime News Network, Peruvian politicians cosplay anime characters to score the otaku vote.
It's a very lucrative vote.
Apparently, I don't think that's so much the case. I believe that's true, but I think they're also just weebs.
Yeah, probably.
Who are just leaning into how much they are weebs.
I'm just trying to project that onto American politics. I can just imagine Biden wearing a Naruto headband.
Well, comes out dressed up like the Hokage. Close enough because what's his name? Jorge Hugo Romero. He's a part of the Peru's Christian People's Party. He is known for dressing up in an Akatsuki member. Those.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be Naruto. It had to be. Anytime a politician does it, it's Naruto.
Of course it is. And then he says he chose Akatsuki because they are renegade ninjas who decide to organize against the corrupt forces that have caused destruction and war.
They're kind of the bad, or whatever.
It's okay. So let's pause there because I'm like, okay, that's not wrong, but they're also terrorists. They're also terrorists.
Yeah, it's not the best look for your politician to be like,
yeah.
You know what fictional group I most associate with? Akatsuki.
Vote for me. The ninja terrorist.
Ninja terrorist, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So basically, he's just like, when I hate corruption, and everyone else hates corruption, and Akatsuki's cool, so
of course
there we go.
He's gonna win by a landslide.
I don't think he's really running for. Oh, I'm not sure. It doesn't say if he's really running for anything per se.
He's the next president. Watch.
Nice. But no, it goes even further. He says that he wishes to create a shinobi alliance through the Andean parliament. And I guess he's running for parliament. If elected to parliament, he promises a law so that all university degrees are valid in the countries of the alliance, which consist of Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela. So, that's not a bad thing. Yeah,
we have much worse politicians in our Congress.
Okay, that's not bad. And then there's Milagros Juarez. She is a candidate for the Union for Peru Nationalist Party, and she kind of found some fame on TikTok for cosplaying as Evangelion characters, and apparently she cosplays as Asuka.
Best girl. I'm voting for her.
Yeah, she cosplays as Asuka and saying the opening.
Cute.
I saw the video. It felt just very, it was very out of place. But very funny all the same. And she said she claimed to be fed up with proper politicians who wear a suit and tie while perpetuating corruption. Which I guess that's cool because yeah, she is not wearing a suit or tie in those TikTok videos. So I'm down for that.
Why can't our politicians be cool like this?
Yeah, I've always hated the idea of being like, oh my god, the clothes makes the man, or I mean, looking nice is cute and all, but that is not, doesn't represent who you are as a person.
Exactly.
Her campaign is on a controversial proposal to deport jobless foreigners who have committed crimes. That's very specific.
That is a super specific proposal.
That is very specific, and I can easily see how that can get controversial.
Yeah,
because it sounds like it can definitely dip into xenophobia. But
just a bit.
But you know what? Not my government.
Not my government. Not my problem.
not my place to say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And then the last one is, last one is Chilean lawmaker Pamela Giles. Last year, and I feel like I may have heard this in passing because it sounds familiar, but she made headlines last year when she performed a Naruto run through Congress to celebrate the passage of a COVID emergency measure. Or emergency aid measure.
I often Naruto run to celebrate as well.
Yeah, no, she was literally dressed running around in this pink and black outfit with pink fans, just Naruto running. It was very bizarre. Yeah, and they call her and they call her the Chilean Hokage.
That's actually a pretty dope name. So.
Yeah, this is a very interesting. It's very interesting to see that in Latin America, there's actual politicians whose love for anime is very transparent, and they use that as part of their platform. That's actually very interesting, pretty cool. I'm I'm not trying to be too happy about it because I don't want to be because I want to take this one Republican to be yeah, I love Bleach. Now let's, I don't know, send them all back across the border.
My question for you is, what are you going to do when Trump runs again and goes on a platform of dressing like Cardcaptor Sakura?
Oh my gosh. That is when I'm sorry for that, for that year, Oni, our channel's gonna have to become a lot more political. I'm gonna be no, how dare you? This man is.
He's gonna we gotta capture all the Cloud cards.
Capture all the Cloud cards.
Make Cloud Reed pay for it.
No, I make Cloud Reed pay for it. Lee, yeah, he's just a big baka.
Yeah.
Big baka confirmed.
Please don't make this a meme. Anyone listening?
And for my running mate, and then I don't know, whoever it is, they're just dressed up as fucking. What's her name? Was it Tomoe?
Tomoyo?
Tomoyo, thank you. Just dressed up as Tomoyo.
I will accept that if it's Ivanka.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. It won't have to be the runmate. It'll just be Ivanka. Here's my lovely daughter / cousin. Kumo,
Yeah.
very attractive, by the way. Okay, what do you got for us, Sonny?
Compared to that, my news is extremely light. Basically, they announced a anime adaptation for Skeleton Knight in Another World, which is a light novel. It looks very similar to Overlord. Maybe I'm just being biased because the main character is a giant.
I mean, you said
bro.
skeleton lore. I already thought of it.
Like he looks just like Ainz. It's basically
Ainz. Send it to me.
I checked the messages.
Oh,
like tell me he doesn't look like Ainz. It just looks like Ainz.
I guess if Ainz wanted a class change, I guess.
Yeah, but it looked like more peaceful. So I was like, maybe a bit slice of lifey, but it has some good action. It reminded me a bit of Slime more than it did like Overlord. So I might check that out maybe we'll cover it on the podcast when it comes out. Just something to keep an eye out for.
So. Okay. Let's move on into our weekly review, starting with I would be shocked if this is not your episode of the week. It was, you knew it was mine.
Are you?
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be yours, but no, this is mine 50 times over.
I know. I'm trying to think if there's anything. This was such a good week for shows. Honestly, I have something else in mind.
Okay, no, yeah, Fruits Baskets, the final season, episode 2, my episode of the week.
Of course. You love the drama.
God, yes. The way the reveal of the dynamic between Shigure and Akito was so shocking that when Akito mentioned that Shigure slept with Ren, I was like, oh, who's this Ren character?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. At first I thought he said Rin, because the other girl, and I was like, wait,
At first I thought he said Rin, then I heard Ren, and I was like, oh, who's this Ren character? Like, oh, I know. Maybe they're gonna introduce who she is, and yada yada. And then they showed her, like, body, like, in the shot, and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh,
done. If you go back and watch the previous episode where remember he like picked up Red and like threw her through the fucking doors and shit, it makes a lot more sense in context now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Holy shit! Oh my god!
Yeah,
oh my
so
god!
Much spiciness. And apparently he only slept with Ren because he wanted to get back at Akito for sleeping with Kurano.
With
Kurano, yeah. So I'm like, ooh. This is turning into one of Drew's favorite sloppy dramas or something like Kuzuno Honkai.
Yes, and I live. Oh my god, I live. And then I love when they had that they had that talk at the end before they sleep with each other regardless, and then he was like, yeah, I slept with you because you slept with Kurano. And then she's like, well, you guys all belong to me, so I can do whatever I want. And then he's like, nah, fuck that. You don't understand, so I'm out of here. And she's like, no, don't leave me. And he's like, I love you. And then they have sex again.
Yeah, I can't lie. I would care more if it wasn't Akito. Like, I don't want Akito to be happy. I don't like Akito.
Me neither. I live just because it gives me so much trauma. It's so delicious. Oh my god, this is great.
I know. I'm still out here like
hello. Their relationship is so fucking toxic. Holy.
This is why I like Toru so much. Like, everyone around her is involved in so much fucking toxic drama, and Toru's out here with her wholesome ass relationship with Kyo. Like, look, I made you a flower.
Oh, that was so sweet. See, and that's why I love the show. Because moments like that I do appreciate. Where, I mean, I can't say Toru as of right now is completely clean.
What?
In a way. Because she's holding on to a very big secret. Not well. She's not doing a big job of it.
Yeah, but she's not like sleeping with fucking Kyo's
in comparison, it is not. To be fair, all the adults are like, they're all just ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Except maybe the doctor. He's just very unlucky.
He's just sad. He's
just sad boy. He is just sad.
Yeah, no. All the adults are kind of like just like super trash.
Yeah. I forgot that Akito is like actually a lot older.
Yeah. Also, that talk that Kurino and Shigure were having, that was so like I could feel that's the first time I actually felt like the venom in
from Shigure.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, I fucking hate you." Like, you're right, I do hate you.
Yeah, and I live for God. I really like Shigure's character.
Yeah,
I really love Shigure's character. I always liked it because I always knew there's something very just sinister underneath, and like most motivations for why people go like bad or crazy, it's love. Like he's giving me very much Anakin Skywalker right now.
He's gonna kill the youngins.
I mean, well, I hope it doesn't get. I hope it doesn't get to that point.
I'm sorry, Akito commanded me to execute Order 66. Kill all the Zodiac members.
And then he just kills Kurino because he can.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, I'll be right back and kill Kurino real quick.
Right, you said all the Zodiac members, and I mean, he was not anymore, but he used to be. It's technically.
Yeah.
But back to Toru. Yeah, I was just gonna say she's not complete. Not the word innocent, but it's like she's caught up in it. She's definitely caught up in it now.
I did like that she was struggling to like hold on to the secret too. Like she's like, I have to tell someone.
I mean, she definitely almost fumbled it so fucking hard with Kyo. Hey, what is that you can be free from the... I'm like, Toru, shut the fuck up.
Note to self, never tell Soru a secret.
Okay, and then Kyo got upset at her, and then she felt bad, and he's like, no, she's mad at me because I said something bad. Take this flower, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm melting."
Yes, so wholesome. Yeah, I don't mind the dramatic, like melodrama that's going on in the background because I still have the wholesome Toru Kyo romance going on in the foreground.
Exactly, and even that aside, like I was enjoying the episode before all that shit happened. That just took it way over the top. Like at the beginning, like the whole paper flowers shenanigans, that was funny. Like yeah, like the whole, like when Uo realized that like they all would have to make the flowers, they just finished, and then they're like, no, fuck this, we're gonna go and hunt them down.
Yeah, there was a tiny bit of the episode that was dedicated to Yuki and what's her name, Machi, the other girl that has a crush on him.
Yeah,
and they had like a very cute moment where she was like chasing him around the school just to say hello to him.
Yeah, that was weird but cute.
Yeah, they have a little nice dynamic going.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. No, this is that was oh my god, that was an episode.
It was.
That was an episode. Woo! God, yes. The secret that I had about Shigure, I've been waiting since season 1, and the way I am so satisfied. Because I would have never thought it was all this shit.
Well,
also,
he's a lucky boy. Well, at least also, for Ren is way better than Akito.
Also, what define better? Do you mean better looking?
Yes, better looking.
Okay, good. I'm just like.
I mean, personality-wise, I don't think they're both pretty. They're both in
the garbage. Yeah. Oh, and also fuck Ren's classmate, not Ren.
Yeah.
Fuck those. Oh yeah, fuck those girls. They're so mean.
Typical high school girls.
Okay. Now we got all that amazingness out of our system. Let's move on to My Hero Academia, season 5, episode 4.
Yes. So basically, we get the rest of the fight. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I like that they used actual. That's like one of the things I love. I like the way that they use different combinations of powers to actually have strategies in their fights. It's not just like Rasengan and I win.
Yeah, it's not just a Rasengan Shadow Clone equal victory.
And we got the spotlight shown on like characters we don't usually see. Electric Dude was really cool this episode.
Usually he would just get like shocked and then just like passes out.
He's just like a side joke character, so it was nice to see him actually do shit this episode.
Yeah. I feel like Sui gets a lot of screen time, but I'm not gonna complain because I love her.
Yeah, she's great.
Bellingham's gonna complain.
No, I'll never complain about Frog Girl.
Yeah, me neither. She's kind of awesome all the time. Excuse me. Oh, what's this? Oh shit! I totally did not write his name down.
Beast.
No, the sound dude.
Oh, brainwash guy. The way we're not gonna remember any of these dudes' names.
I had Shinso. Okay. Yeah, Shinso. Yeah, his ability is
broken.
It's broken. Limitations, but very broken. Limitations that can easily be worked around.
Yeah, I like the voice modulation where he's just like, he can imitate someone else's. Like when he got the what's her name, the Vine Girl. Which, by the way, low key, I really like the Vine Girl. She's hilarious.
I don't know. I find her gimmick a little. I find her a little too gimmicky, but
it's like her, like at the end where she realized that she was brainwashed and like captured everybody, and she's like, "Oh God, forgive me," and just faints. I don't know. I find it cute.
I don't know. I think I would like her if she was a little more slapstick, because it just feels very random for me personally. I think that's just a me thing.
I also like the dragon dude too, with his scale gun.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. He's pretty cool. This is a very interesting character. That beast dude is so OP.
Oh, like yeah, he's like he just he's like really practical powers, like the sense of smell and his like super strength. It's kind of like having a bunch of powers in one.
Exactly, which is once again broken as shit. So their tactics to like disrupt communications really cool. I feel like it's one of those things where like I feel like you didn't even have to brainwash people. You could just start saying shit. Like you just being able to change your voice.
Yeah,
is like especially during that exercise is already very powerful.
I did like that they also brought back something from season 1 where Suyu had another power where her
yes, that's very. I really like when people do that, and they're like, "Yes, we used all of the pieces of the puzzle."
Which I'm sure is if she didn't have already a billion dojins, this is opening a whole new fetish for people.
Oh God, yeah, with the slime.
The slime, yeah.
The way I just feel so bad for her and her tongue. Poor thing.
But yeah, no, it was a good episode overall. I'm just waiting for the eventual like shit to hit the fan moment, you know?
Yeah. It was this very it was a chill episode. I can't say anything bad about it.
Same.
All right, let's move on to Zombieland Saga Revenge episode 2. Episode 2.
And this is my episode of the week.
I can't fault you for that. I think if there was another episode to give it episode of the week to, I understand.
Yeah,
because the way I myself didn't know why I was about to cry.
That's what I love about the show. Like it makes you go through all the emotions, like laughter, sadness at certain points, like energetic. Like I was like pumped when she started singing. Like the song at the end was really good. But the opening was great too. We got a new opening for the new season. It was really good. And just I like Saki episodes.
Saki episodes always hit.
They always do. She's just such a fun character to watch.
She really is.
and they managed to keep hitting with the comedy with the like side characters that always show up for like one episode. The dude's fucking like, even though it's just the same gimmick over and over again, him being on like the front of the car and his hair just,
why is he driving? Why is he on the front of the car?
The end of the episode where they're giving the radio broadcast and you see him, he has like his legs spread wide open.
Yeah.
Like,
and he has got a giant poofed hair and it's just drooped over now.
Yeah. It was just little stupid comedy moments like that are great.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we still got a lot to figure out a lot about Saki's character and her motivations from hearing the radio broadcast all day. I really like the Saki episode so much. And I thought her crying moment was really good too.
It was like that, and that's what I'm saying. It took me off guard so much that it got me. It got me real good.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, I can't be mad that you made this episode of the week.
Yeah, I think between this and Fruits Baskets, I feel like every week is gonna be me giving this episode of the week and you giving Fruits Baskets.
No, I don't think I'm gonna give you Fruit Baskets. They can. I don't think
next episode when Agito
revelations like that, continuous revelations like that. I don't think my heart can take it.
Well, yeah, no, this show always hits with the comedy and it hits with the sad moments too. So I can't fault it.
The random reporter dude. I think is this his first appearance? I feel like I didn't remember him from episode 1.
Which reporter?
The reporter who's like always like who's like always looking up the French shushu.
He was from season 1.
He's from season 1. No, I'm saying, is this the first episode he was?
Yeah, he was in this. Yeah, the first time for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so we saw him. Yeah.
What was I gonna say about the other thing? Oh, the whole radio angle. Like, I don't know if are they gonna keep that? Like, I hope they keep that for the rest of the episodes. Like, they just have a radio station or radio show now.
Yeah, me too. I hope so as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they can do a lot of stuff for that. I don't know. I think we're just a little biased seeing how not last season, maybe the season before we watched that yeah. And that show was memorable. It was memorable.
Yeah, very memorable.
I think that's just like the best way I can put it. It was very memorable.
It did give me vibes like that at the end too. I'm like, ooh, are they gonna have like a radio station episode or some shit?
Gosh. Yeah, just the little things like Saki, whenever he would say something kind of like quote unquote deep or prophetic or whatever, she'd just be like, ah!
When he bought the little mud fish things and then he had to buy the little trinkets and then Saki's like, we're free!
We're free! No, we must keep going up, man. We're free! And then the producer of the show's like, oh, God damn it, I knew this was gonna happen. And then when he couldn't make it up the hill anymore, and she's like, no! And then it was just like, yeah, we could just cut it here.
Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, no, this is like, I can't get over how great this cast is because they all work so well too. Like, they all play off each other so well. Sakura and Saki together are hilarious all the time.
Yeah, 100%. I love that it was Lily of all people who shaded what's the guy, Ryu, when Ryu came up and she was like, oh, that's it. And I'm just like, yes, queen, shade him.
Even though like the moments are supposed to be semi-serious, that they just play, like when Saki was confessing like I love you, and then Sakura's eyes literally just popped out of it.
Oh my god, yes. That was so great. Oh my god.
Perfect comedic timing.
I literally popped out. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, and the reaction of when Ryu announces that he's leaving the station, and he just pans to like the people behind the screen, and they're just like, one guy's just being like holding up like an X over his head.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this was a great episode.
Yeah, no, it was a really good episode. And even at a moment where like Saki's crying, and then Sakura starts crying, and then she starts getting dehydrated.
Yeah, and make sure to not stay too like sad for too long. It always has like that one comedic moment to bring it back.
Yeah. It was really good.
Indeed.
All right. Let us move on to Isekai Maou Omega. What episode? Isekai Maou Omega episode 2. So more plot happens.
Yeah, we finally got the setup for the season. I see. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff happening, like info dump wise in this episode.
Yeah, just a lot. Basically, the party basically kind of picked a fight with like the paladin group, and then later on when they defeat some giant monster, which is so weird. So and that moment was very interesting, and that's kind of what I liked about this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when Diablo, the other guy with the spear, I totally forgot his name.
The paladin?
Yeah, the paladin dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Butada. And the other girl.
It's like Ritas or something. I forget her name is.
That bitch.
Mm-hmm.
When they all defeated the monster together. It was just it felt cool because in most anime I feel like that would have been like, oh, that's like the main thing that's happening. We just beat a giant monster, end of episode. But no, that actually like prompted, like that kind of served as what would push the rest of the episode. Because then Homegirl came down. I'm gonna go look her name up. Homegirl came down and she was like, so yeah, who used that magic?
Yeah, I like that he Diablo just kind of gave himself up. Like, I'm gonna use the most flashy spell I have, and everyone in the whole area is like, "Wait, what the fuck was that? Where is this guy?"
Okay, and I'm just like, weren't you guys supposed to like not do anything?
Like, not stand out? Like, you're super standing out right now.
Yeah, you kind of did the opposite, sir. And then Mutara's like, huh, I want to know who that mage is. Oh, it's interesting. And then she's like, Homegirl's like, I also want to know who that mage is, so I can subjugate him.
Yeah, I'm also pretty sure Paladin Dude is evil as well. I'm just waiting for the turn. He did not give me good vibes at all.
Oh, Lemonitis. Venice Lemonitis, that's her name. I don't know why they have such a cute picture of her on Annie List, but
yeah,
I couldn't even recognize. I didn't even recognize her.
I wonder if they'll do like a 180, like, because right now this episode set her up to be like the big baddie, and then like
I feel like she's only gonna become part of the harem.
Yeah, I feel like the paladin is gonna be the one who's the bad guy, and then she's actually the okay one.
I mean, we don't know that. Only because
I just got those vibes. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised because right now they definitely set it up as if she's the evil one. They're like, "Hey, we're just trying to like do the." I don't know, and that's another thing I like. They kind of kept flipping back and forth, like the perspective. Like first, the church people were bad, and then it's like, then after we're introduced to Lemonitis and Butada. We learned that, like, oh yeah, she's cutting funds to the church. She kicked them out the church. And now everyone's just like struggling, like for for food, for prayers,
Yeah, I like that it was ambiguous enough where it was like, oh, it's not just the church being evil. It's like, oh, well, we only have so much resources, so we have to like force it out to people who donate.
Yeah. Although there's still part of me that's like, for people who are, struggling to metal out resources, that was a fancy feast that y'all had.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm like, that's why I don't trust this paladin guy. He's literally too large.
Yeah, it's like, he's like, we gotta take care of ourselves, then we take care of them, kind of.
Yeah.
That's what's giving me.
I also like that, because in Season 1, there really wasn't anyone close to Diablo's level, but it seems like the paladin and what's-her-face are both around his level.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. He actually has competition.
Mm-hmm. So that was very cool to know. Like, it's no longer like he's no longer like Ainz.
Yeah, he's not the super OP one anymore.
Or Rimuru.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, very interested to see where that is going to.
Also, I'd be remiss to not mention we had a very good fan service scene at the end of them. I do like that they do that. They always save the biggest fan service moments for the very end of the episode, because it kind of feels like if they did it at any other point, it would have just been forced.
Oh yeah,
the Sheriff scene.
Yeah. And there's apparently something happened. Oh yeah. That fake out was really good.
Mm-hmm. What, the horn?
Yes. That was very well done. So that was be like, I was like, oh, so are we just?
We're just crossing in the hentai now.
Yeah, right. I'm just like, okay, all right, I guess.
Yeah. I love Shira. I like all the girl characters. They're all great.
Yeah.
Rem needs more screen time. Hope she gets her episode next.
Who?
Rem. Cat girl.
Yeah. Oh, you mean in that way? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thoughts and prayers for all involved.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we have Ijirinaide Nagatoro-san. Episode 2.
This episode was much lighter on the bullying, I'd say.
Yeah, I think this was like it felt a lot more normal and not like a hentai.
Yeah, it was more manageable. I didn't feel as like it. This made it feel like, okay, she's picking on him because she likes him. The first episode made it seem like she just wanted to ruin this dude's life. So,
yeah.
I love that the episode immediately started off with like the most random setup of him just, I'm painting, and then Nagatoro just fucking hula hoops into like, I don't know what you were expecting, but not this. Yeah, come in. You find when he actually does look up her. That's another thing I liked about this episode. There were several moments where, even though Nagatoro constantly like teases him, there were a few moments where she got embarrassed by him. And in this part, the panty shot was one of them. I like that.
Yeah.
She just fucking hits him with the...
Yeah. The whole scene with the whole vampire scene was cute. The whole part of like the accidental luck, that was really funny.
Yeah, I said it before, but it's gonna be so difficult to not make every thumbnail just random faces from Nagatoro, because she had so many goddamn trolly, weird, crazy faces in every episode, including this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like her little fang bearing moment was cute.
Yeah,
she used to watch those fangs.
And then we learned that her interactions with Senpai are very much they're only for him, because there are other dudes who started to hit on her, and her reactions were very different.
Yeah, she just kind of literally like just made them reevaluate their whole situation.
It was a complete shutdown.
Yeah, the whole. I like in the second guy she shut down, where he was like, "Ooh, I feel your boobs" or whatever. Like, are you really gonna say that to someone you just met? I'm like, you did so much worse when you first met Senpai. You of all people have no right to talk about treating people in your first meeting.
Basically. But no, that guy was creepy.
I like how they were completely irrelevant the moment they showed up because they had no eyes. I could be immediately like, okay, they're not threatening.
Yes, I love that. I love they're like, yes, they have no eyes. Don't ever worry about them.
Yeah, don't worry, they're nothing.
I thought the mangaka was very much like, yes, I'm going to keep drawing this like this is a hentai.
Mm-hmm. There was also the nipple pointing game, which was cute. Another moment where Nagatoro got like embarrassed.
Where she was like, "Oh my god! Oh wait, you can't touch my nipples."
Yeah, bye. Time's up.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. She was like circling around his nipples.
Yeah, he has some very sensitive nipples. He's reacting a bit too much to just getting his nipples twirled.
Dudes have some sensitive nipples, y'all.
I don't know. My nipples are not sensitive at all.
I know neither. But there are some. Listen, there's some. You just have to do one touch one time, and they're like, "Hey, stop." But yeah, no, this is very very cute episode. I really like this.
Yes, it was a little bit lewder, but more cute in a weird way. All right.
Let's move on to Sentouin Hakenshimasu episode 3. I'm totally flipped to the wrong thing. I really like this main character.
Yeah, he right off the bat just comes in and starts shit talking everybody.
Literally, like I like that he's very much like he reminds me of Nagatoro almost.
To a degree.
Yeah. If Nagatoro was like just a dick to everyone or just a troll to everyone. Troll energy.
I feel like this episode had a few more of those laugh out loud moments. The when he's talking to the princess and she's like, "Oh, our chosen one has a mark on his finger, on his hand," and he's like, "Wait, here." It's like a bruise on his hand.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, that's like a mark from a poisonous bug."
Yeah, you get that checked out. Also, so I didn't think you were there when we were talking about it, but Orion told me, and I looked it up. This actually came before Konosuba. This was written as a novel before Konosuba, so this is technically the predecessor. And all the characters are from Konosuba are copies of these characters. We had it reversed the whole time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He was like, yes. Now that I've written this very good piece of work, time to write the ultimate masterpiece.
My perfect masterpiece.
Yeah, I watched I'm watching a little bit with my friends like at a time right now because I'm watching with friends who've never seen it before, and I'm just like, yes. I watched an episode where darkness is introduced. Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so great all over again, even though I've already seen it. And it takes a lot for me to appreciate an episode of something I've already seen.
Yeah, I don't think Konosuba is just one of those shows you can easily rewatch over and over.
Yeah.
But back to Sentouin, I also appreciated the bits with Alice a lot this episode. I like her really dry, sarcastic, savage.
I don't know. Unironically, she's becoming my favorite character too.
the fucking response to Agent 6 like being upset that he didn't have any like perverted moments or fan servicey moments, and she just like grabs his hand. She's like, wow,
you got to touch a girl. Aren't you happy?
Yeah.
I was like, that's perfect. Yeah. Oh, she's so good. She's so funny.
They play off each other nicely too. Like even at the end of the episode where they do their whole attack on the tower, and then the guy's hanging off the edge, and he's like, "Oh, shoot him!" And he's like, "No, the bullets cost money. I'll just throw rocks."
Yeah, let's just throw rocks. Oh my god, yeah, no, it's really funny, and I love how I can definitely see how Aqua was definitely inspired by Snow.
Yeah,
the way Except Agent 6 just like shits on her really hard. She's like, let me. When they climb up the building and Agent 6 is like, convinces her to like hang on to like the boobs, hang on so she can rub her boobs against his back, and then she realizes it. And she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then he's like, "See, that's what I love about him, the nerve."
Yeah, he has no gall. He'd be like, "Well, what are you gonna do? We're climbing right now."
He literally said this. He literally said, "Well, yeah, but your big boobs are literally all that you're good for." Like, he actually
he's like, "Be glad I'm letting you use them right now."
That was hilarious.
Yeah, he has some great. I also like that they actually use some strategy for the combats. Like the combat segments aren't just like random. He had his whole plan set up. He's like, "Listen, we're gonna climb the top of the tower using this nail gun and then kick the dude off the edge." So I don't know. Like the little world building moments and the characters just interacting with each other, I just find like it goes a long way because the cast is so good. Even the smaller moments, like Rose this episode. What's her name? Rose? Something like that. The Chimera.
Oh yeah.
The Chimera talking with Alice when she was trying to get her to eat the bug and everything. Like those moments are great.
Yeah, and then Krim when she was like sleep fanfictioning, like I don't even know. And then she woke up, she's like, I just had a really prophetic dream.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Yeah, it had some really good moments.
So hopefully it'll continue on that trend.
All right. And last but not least, you have Kumo desu ka? No, am I missing one? Is it Kumo desu ka?
That's Kumo.
Yeah. Kumo desu ka nani ga episode. Where did I write it down? Episode 14.
This was also a contender for episode of the week for me. A lot of shit happened. This was a heavy episode.
Yeah. I think the only reason why I wouldn't make this my episode of the week is that because it was very like a duh. Like none of this was like I didn't see coming. Except for the sister being brainwashed into killing her father.
That was pretty big. But also I didn't see the I like the connection between I like that they keep drawing parallels between Kumiko in the past and like present day, like when she ran into the vampire as a baby and then now she ended up showing up to beat everybody up in the future. Like I like those little parallels because now I'm like curious, like wait, how does this end up working out? And she also works for the Demon Lord, so yet another parallel linking Kumiko to the Demon Lord.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like how, and it was also crazy how if it makes you wonder what would have happened if she didn't kill those bandits all those years ago.
Yeah. Also, she's pretty brutal. Like, I like that she has a very indifferent approach to like humans.
Yeah, she's like I can't just kill them all, but like I'm definitely fine killing them if they're attacking me.
Yeah. Also, she ate the people from before.
Which we didn't know that before. And she went as far as to make a joke that the handsome ones taste good. And then she saw the other people there, and she's like, "Oh, none of them are good looking."
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy.
They did it a few times this episode where they switched between like our point of view of Kumiko, where she has the cartoony face and everything, and then like the real Kumiko's face.
Oh my god, when she was like going through her whole monologue, and then it just fades back to what they're saying, and she's just like being all animated for no reason, and
she's like rolling around, with like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my god, they're just kind of wait to just get murdered.
Yeah,
and then I guess we're fine. Are we?
This random super OP spider saved us.
Dot.
I was having a seizure.
Oh,
But yeah, no. And then the second half of the episode with the whole coup d'etat and what's his name, Hugo. Hugo's such an idiot. I'm glad that he's such an idiot. Like even the part where he like took off his helmet, is like, "It is I, Hugo."
Hey, Hugo. and then Shun's brother is like, "Why you didn't have to reveal yourself?"
Like, yeah, you're such an idiot. Because I literally thought the same. I'm like, why are you revealing yourself? You're just giving away the. You could have made this a silent coup and like left him in the darkness or something.
I mean, I think it's because they were planning to kill him.
Yeah, they
like,
were,
right
but
there.
you didn't need to like do the whole
They could have killed him in the anime. Yeah, that whole moment where Hinata killed herself.
Well, she stabbed herself, and she was brought back at the end, right? Like, they healed her up.
Yeah, Shun, I don't know, in Super Saiyan with his hero ability and saved her.
But the real hero was Faye. The sea dragon.
The actual dragon. The blue eyes white dragon.
She looked like a straight up Yu-Gi-Oh card. She looked so Yu-Gi-Oh, it's not even funny.
She absolutely does. Which, you know, I'm here for. I'm here for Faye being a bad bitch.
And they also have like a flying dragon that they can just like chill on now.
Exactly. I like that Oka, you know, Oka isn't as all powerful as we thought she was. You know, she got her ass beat by Vampire Girl, who's also reincarnated.
Yeah. Vampire Girl was cool. I hope we get more of her.
Yeah, she the way she was like, yes, I'm totally here just to kill other people. I'm okay with this. How much do you want to bet it was that like kind of creepy girl from the flashback?
From the flashback? Yeah. Maybe. It would make sense because she's super pretty and everything now.
Yeah, and she's like totally fine with just killing everyone.
She's like, fuck these guys. They treat me badly anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go back and rewatch the episode that showed all the characters just to see if I can like make the connections.
Yeah. Maybe. But yeah. They killed the king. Oh, they killed the leader of the elves?
Oh, fuck
too?
Him.
Oh, why fuck him?
Wasn't he a dick? Or am I thinking of someone else?
I think he said something shady, but...
Yeah, like he looked at the other elf maid and was like, oh, fucking half elf. Or something like that.
Okay, he didn't do all of that, but yeah, he definitely... He didn't went out of his way to say something.
Nah, well, then I don't care about him.
I don't think he said, oh, fuck you, maid, and like punch him in the face or anything.
That's how I interpret it.
Oh, that doesn't matter, because none of us had to interpret his head being ripped from his body. Bro, that was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
That was brutal. So yeah, they at least now in like the future. I don't know if they're called the future or the present.
I would say the present and the past.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So in the present, they definitely went ahead with excuse me. They definitely went ahead with the plan to like, he went ahead with the plot. That's what I meant to say. I know I'm like bugging on words. I'm like, I can't talk.
Yeah, they actually carried out the plan and everything. So I'm interested in seeing where we're gonna go from here. I assume they're gonna be like flying around on Faye to come think of a counterattack. I'm just waiting to see Kumiko in the future. Like I need these mysteries solved, damn it. I want to see Kumiko now.
Please end. Thank you. Okay. So I think that finishes our weekly review. I don't really have much planned for a filler arc, but I do just want to quickly just, talk about shows that we're watching. Just a little status update. So the only thing that I've seen that I'm not covering on the podcast, and I think Oni and we briefly talked about it during stream, was Fumetsu no Natae, or
To Your
Your
Eternity.
Eternity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both saw the first episode. Thoughts?
It's pretty well. First off, the production value is like super high. It's like I'm watching a movie. It feels like a more mature Studio Ghibli film. And yeah, it was just music was good, animation was good. I almost teared up, so it's gonna be guaranteed to make me cry at some point. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was just really sad. Like,
yeah, it was incredibly sad. I'm like, that's why I gotta wait until it finishes before I watch it again. I'm like, it's just gonna be sad. I don't want to be sad. It's the same thing with like Your Lie in April. I'm like, I don't want to watch something that's just gonna make me sad.
no, okay, that was a bit. No, this is already that first episode was somehow sadder than most of Your Lie in April. So I remember watching with my friends, and we were just like, "Fuck!" We were just speechless. We just really didn't know how to like come back from that moment. It was pretty. Yeah, it was something. So I'm still looking forward to next week. The setup was really good. I didn't really understand what's going on until like the end of the episode. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, it was one of those types of things where it's like, oh, it makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just looked like a great show. I'll probably wait until it finishes airing, and then I'll probably like marathon it or something.
Yeah. And then the other one I watched was I want to say this in English because I feel like no one's gonna really know the other version. Oh, The World Ends with You. There you go. Yes.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I saw the first episode of that.
How was it?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. We don't know anything that's going on. I think that's basically how they wanted it. We don't know what's going on. It's somewhere they're just locked in some survival game called the Reaper's game. And when weirdly enough, participants by themselves are weak, but when they're paired together, they all of a sudden gain like supernatural powers. And yeah, it's one of those anime where it's gonna be very much like, yes, trust in your friends, and because that's like a huge thing. It's like
power of friendship.
You stay with your partner, you get the abilities, but you have to fight together because X, Y, and Z. So yeah, it feels like it's a very stress-free anime to watch. Very chill, shonen-esque. The animation is very it has a fidelity to the video game. Even though I don't think I've seen the video game itself, I don't know the series literally from Kingdom Hearts. When they randomly threw them in one of the worlds and Dodging Distance.
Did they? That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same creator. It's Square Enix, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why did they randomly collab?
Yeah. No. So yeah, there definitely has some fidelity. I could just tell because the animation is so. It is very intentionally specific. Like it just it looks very, very different from most things I've seen, which is cool, which I'm fine with. It's good. It's different in a good way.
Good.
So yeah. So I feel like people who are fans of the game, I would say even if you're not fan of the game, I would say maybe check this out. Like if you want something that's very chill to watch.
I might check out an episode then. I need some cool shonen-esque thing.
Yeah. Oh, the main character though is annoying as fuck.
Of course.
Well, he was annoying as fuck. Like he was like, I don't have to do anything on my own. I'm just running, and I'm just like, girl, you know, if you mess up, you die in this game. Like you die.
You die in the game. You
like
die
literally in the
the
first
real
episode,
world.
they show some dude just get literally quote unquote erased. Where he's just like, oh, he gets attacked by something and just poof, poof.
So it's for online.
Yes. Yes, very much so. But with very cool designs. They are designed very well. It's very stylish.
Interesting.
But yeah. Anything else that you've been watching?
I also have 2 shows to recommend. First off, the easier one, Eden Zero, which is the same creator's Fairy Tail. It gets a lot of flack for being literally Fairy Tail, and it kind of is just literally Fairy Tail. But I've only seen the first episodes. Well, the only first episodes are only ones out right now. But it's noticeably darker than Fairy Tail, and it has that whole sci-fi. It's like Fairy Tail's more fantasy. This one is explicitly like sci-fi. I'm curious to see if they're going to make it like about shonen fight power level stuff, because so far in the show there aren't, like, no one really has superpowers. Like they just have guns. Like it's like a sci-fi. Like it feels like Cowboy Bebop. The main character can control gravity, but like based on his it's not like super OP. Like he can just float and like go fast in certain directions, so it's not like he's super OP or anything. So I like that it feels more grounded in sci-fi. And it does, it like 2 episodes in, it does raise a lot of like interest. It feels very Ghost in the Shell-y, the way it deals with humans having cybernetic implants, and like does that take away from their humanity and stuff. It does a lot of interesting philosophical stuff, and it gets really dark, which Fairy Tail never really did. So I feel like it's a more mature Fairy Tail.
I mean, I would say Fairy Tail didn't get dark.
It did get dark, but
like they had, like
there were few between.
There were child slaves who were getting their asses beat in Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's if you're saying
let's put it this way. It's like, it's dark and it's sad. Like where Fairy Tail did it was like dark and shocking, but it like played into the action and motivation. So this is just like, ooh, this is just sad. Like people, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's like death. Like there's perma death. So it was just fun. I think if you liked Fairy Tail, you'd probably like it. And even if you don't like Fairy Tail, but you just like sci-fi in general, I'd recommend it so far. And the other show, which I think you'd like, Drew, a lot, is the Higeo Suru, which is the one remember when we talked about the anime about the guy who picks up a high schooler and she tries to sleep with him or something? That one. It's actually pretty good. It's a wholesome. It's more wholesome than I expected, but it's still a romance drama. Basically, this guy, young guy, works at a company, hits on his boss at a company outing. She kind of just flat out rejects him, and he's all depressed about it. Runs into this runaway girl, from like high school girl runaway, and she basically has just been prostituting herself to like get rent and place to stay, and he just refuses to have sex with her, but wants to like keep her safe, so he just like lets her stay at his place in exchange for cooking and doing chores or whatever. And it kind of gets, I was expecting it to be a lot more like harem-y, or like he's like romantic between them two, but it's not. Like he really does take on like the father approach to her, where he like tries to teach her right and wrong, and like teach her standards and all this stuff. Like it's really wholesome and unique in that sense. Like most anime, I feel like, would just make it a fan servicey, romance, but it's not. I like the wholesomeness of just the main character's kind of like a real dude who's just trying to be a father figure to this girl while also trying to get in a relationship with his coworker. It's really cute.
Okay, I will definitely check that out.
Yeah, and there's some drama here and there as well.
Yum. I love me some drama.
So yeah, those are my recommendations.
All right, so hey, people who are watching this, I guess just let us know What are you guys watching? What are you guys watching besides our lineup that we haven't mentioned? Are you guys watching the shows that I mentioned in the fellow arc or that I only mentioned? Let us know how you're liking them. Let us know, how you're feeling about this season. I think this season's very strong. Lots going on.
Same.
Yeah. But with that being said, I think we're gonna end the episode here, or end the podcast here. So, only if you'd be so kind to take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the G&A podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can catch all these episodes as they come out every week. If you haven't already, do join the party over in our Discord. Follow us on Twitter and follow us on Twitch. All linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even become a patron or a channel sub, like all of these members on screen right now who make the show possible. They get a bunch of awesome benefits like access to our members-only Discord channel. We do live watches. We're doing Nagatoro and Sentouin this season with our patrons. And also, we have a private Minecraft server you guys can join. So, if any of that sounds interesting to you or you just want to support us, you know what to do. So, Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I'm actually going to be on the Minecraft server this week. It is actually happening.
Drew is making his Minecraft debut this week. It's happening.
So I'm going to build a very tiny house and and just do me and just go from there. Start small.
And I will also be there at some point. I haven't been on in a minute, but I do want to. I've heard there have been major changes to our sandbox. I want to see what you guys have done. So I'll be on later this week as well. But until then, this has been Sober Oni, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.